Well, hey there, I'm Dr. Tom Ulrich, and I like to talk about leadership and engineering. Hey, this is the fifth installment in my little series on how to increase the chances of you becoming a manager. And in this one, I want to elaborate on something I've kind of said a couple of times, emerge as a leader in terms of your relationships and in terms of your communication, but not so much in terms of vision. And I thought, I should really clarify that. So in this video, I'm going to give you an example showing how it can go horribly wrong, kind of biting off that bit of vision before you're a manager. And then in the next video, I'll talk about how it can go right. But at any rate, I worked with a young man at Tandem for some time. We used to ride the train together, so we would talk a lot. And real bright guy, real energetic, really wanted to be a leader. And every time I talked to him, he would be talking about how he's redesigned the process and come up with a better way to do what his department did. And, it always sounded pretty impressive. And I always kind of thought, why doesn't that guy, get promoted? And eventually Tandem let him go. And then I was really confused. And I talked to a couple people and learned that in his role, what people were asking him was to do the work. And there was some very specific processes that, Tandem's a successful company. The processes aren't too bad. Like any process, it could be better. But as it turns out, what he was doing is the boss was saying, do this, this, and this. And instead of doing what the boss asked him to, he kept spending his time trying to redesign the process. So he wasn't in a role where designing the process was part of what he was hired for. He was hired to do the work. And so, not only did showing all this initiative, and, I think probably the redesigns he did were probably good, probably better than they were. Not only did those not get him promoted, it got him fired. And the truth is, if I was his boss, I would have fired him too, because what you have to realize is what a manager's doing is they're trying to succeed at the goals that are given to him or her. And when they pick people to move into leadership, they're trying to figure out who's going to help me accomplish my goals. The best way you can convince a manager that you're that guy or gal is to do exactly what they ask and to do it well and with a cheerful attitude. That will get you promoted. Now, maybe at some point they'll ask you to redesign the system and you may even volunteer to do it. But to be clear, it's essential if you want to get promoted into a leadership role, you've got to show that you can do what you're being asked to do. At any rate, that's the comment for this edition. Hopefully that helps. Hey, if you don't mind subscribing or give me a like or a comment, whatnot. This little series is a response to a listener who asked for me to do some videos on this topic of how to increase your chances of getting promoted. If you leave a comment, maybe you can request a video. I'll do a video for you too. At any rate, I'm Dr. Tom Ulrich. I'm the engineering leadership guy. You can find more videos at tomulrichconsulting.com, and you can just go on YouTube and search on Dr. Tom Ulrich. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.